Friends, family, welcome back. It's your boy Pepe. Just like to thank everyone for all the love for the last video. Yeah, just back at it again, boys. There's a lot going on in crypto, man. So just sort of kind of take a bit of a step back. Um, just you know, look at the market as a whole, man. What's actually going on here? Again, like this is just me, a dude that's just passionate about crypto, man. Just kind of sharing some insight into the opportunities that are going on here. And I think, the title of this video, man, is it too late to make money in crypto? Short answer, no. End the video. See you later, mate. Nah, but like for real, nah, it's not. And I mean, what we're looking at right here, right, the fear index, right? So, um, we're getting some mixed signals. But there's been, there's been a lot of noise going on, man. Like quite a lot. But that's just what happens, man. I mean, it's just it's just coordinated efforts to just try and get some cheaper prices, man, for the whales, man. That's just how they play it. And obviously there's a bit of another side of things for those people that like to leverage trade. So again, for me personally, I don't know. Anyone who knows me, man, I'm typically doing the opposite of what everyone else is doing, man. What's this? I can't read this word. No, I don't know it. What language is this? Let me show you something that's just gonna get you amped, man. Whoa, damn. Let's just fix that volume up. Yeah, boy. God damn, I love crypto. Oh, damn. Anyway, I probably could have just cut that off a lot sooner. Sorry, friends. I did promise that this was going to be a shorter video. So let's just cut to the chase, man. Revisiting the rainbow chart. Hodl. On one side it's saying be afraid. On the other side it's saying hodl. I mean, I think Zero said it. I love the saying. I'm totally stealing it because it makes sense. When the bears are out, man, play dead, boys. Yeah, don't go running around the woods, man. Bears are hungry. So look, we just got some crazy things happening here. Uh, you kind of get a bit of an idea. I mean, this is just one example. Twitter's basically such an untapped resource, man. When you really know who you're looking for, whose opinions you want to be listening to. And I think this kind of goes, I guess, everyone's got to go through this journey, right? Because I'm just a dude, some random guy from down under. I'm not qualified. Not really. Not. I've just had some successful runs. I've learned from other people that have been successful in this market too. So I think what the goal is you just collect as much information as you can, qualify that by working out what the credentials of those individuals are who have provided the information. Cross reference all of that. Like, come to your own conclusions, man, and then you can go into your trades with so much more confidence, man. You it is a gamble, right? But you're obviously able to significantly increase your chances when you're on the hunt for actual quality projects developed by real people, man, people that are plugged into this space. Because I mean, Bitcoin, man. I'll pinch this off Zero, man, but just quietly, Pepe ain't afraid, dude. Hey, I'm plotting, man. Oh yeah, stop. Like, come on, man. Because we know what's going on, man. Oh, you buy the fear, boys. You buy the fear. If you can't buy it, then just hang on, man. Hang on tight. I mean, just a quick video from my fellow boss army brother, Mr. Cuddles. Go suss his video out. I'll chuck his YouTube in the description, but touches on some very interesting stuff here because I mean there's a lot of chatter, man, on Twitter, and just the market in general. You know, one hand, Bitcoin's dead again and again, but it keeps coming back and going nowhere, really. I mean, we've got what's going on with El Salvador. This particular post here from Yahoo is very interesting. You know, we're talking about like breaking it down into the fractals here. There's certain patterns and indicators that show some interesting numbers we could be looking at here, man. I mean, could you imagine 250 to 350k range? Late 2021. It's we just started October, boys. Could this happen? Holy cow. Let's just go with this experiment, right? This thought experiment. Let's say it does. Congrats to anyone who's hanging on to that daddy Bitcoin, man. Holy cow, man. I don't have the flow chart up that I had from last time, but effectively anyone who knows this, and I'll probably find a link. Maybe I could also include that for anyone who'd like to see it because it's pretty handy. But there's a flow of things, right? Bitcoin gets the attention. You know, anyone who's new to the space really only gets exposure to Bitcoin first. That's first to mind. Then you start learning about altcoins. You know, you've got your Cardano, you got your Binance, you know, XRP. There's a lot of bigger market cap coins that have, you know, really shown strength, man, and they've been around for a significant amount of time. Some not so much. I mean, huge growth in a lot of them as well. But you start realizing that the lower market cap you enter in at, the higher your returns are effectively. If obviously there's a big kind of if there, if you've done your research, if you know that what you're doing is actually a gem, and you've been pretty conservative with your play. You know, you're not trying to sell every item that you own and put it all on a meme coin or a lockout gem, because it's a part of what I think makes it work is by finding that range for yourself. It's a comfortable range you can part with, and you have like little to no expectations effectively what happens next in the near future or at all, because it's like you have an expectation that it is a higher risk, sort of highly volatile market when it comes to low cap gems, because there's not as much holders. So a big sell can impact that chart, or a big buy can impact that chart very quickly. So you're going with the expectation of, right, well, what's the worst case scenario? You chuck it in and you lose it. Best case scenario, wow, you see the crazy stuff for the likes of, we've talked about. They're almost old news at this point, really, guys, like your Shiba and your SafeMoon. Probably still got some potential, just like, I guess, in the early back in the days of Doge. But thing is, man, there's been some really massive winners in this first half of this bull run, man, and they're hungry for some more, man. And you've also got the guys that didn't go too well, that they're dreaming, man. They've got that optimism. They're seeing the trend pick back. This is that underdog story, bro. So although we started this video out with the fear, we got a plan, boys. Hey, because we know what's going on, man. Because what happens next? Bitcoin. And what do we focus on next? We go down the chart. We go down the lower stuff. All right. We go, like I said before, the altcoins, the more sort of notable ones, the blue chips, effectively, your chain links, your XRPs. You know them, guys. You know them. If not, you will know them soon. It doesn't take long. Crypto, you become a very quick learner. And, you go down from there to the really, really small stuff, the micro cap meme coins. And you know what? We're going to chat a little wee bit about Boss. We kind of know, I guess, where we're at the moment. It's not, I guess, the moon yet. But what I'll do, I won't hop on about the chart, boys, because you can check the chart. You can see where it's at. We're consolidating the way I see it. It's I think roughly like $13 million market cap. So look, it's it's not ideal if you're focusing on the short term. So this is the thing, right? Because if you take a step back and you stop sort of setting that short term expectation on yourself, you stop like setting that yourself up for you're setting yourself up for failure if it doesn't mean and that's where you get these guys, right? Like you've seen them, man. If anyone's gonna been around these Telegram chats, they're looking for the pump points, the dump points, when coin market cap, when listing, when this, when can I dump my bag on you, fool? And it's like, come on, man, what in the goddamn are you thinking when you ask these questions? It's like it's an interesting like level of entitlement, but what it telegraphs to anyone who's paying attention is it's like this person is focused on the short term, dude. Like they can't see the road in front of them, man. They don't have their headlights on. Like, what are they doing? So you just got to let those people do what they do. Some people are just kind of running through this game like a zombie. You get some quick wins. Even a blind squirrel can eat nuts. We'll find nuts, something along those lines. But you know what I'm saying? Like in a bull market, you can, effectively, it don't take a rocket scientist to start seeing some of these trends. I think where it becomes, a bit more surgical, right? Is like, how would it be if you found yourself something that had, was incredibly early, huge upside, and also is prepping for the inevitable bear market that happens in crypto? Because we got a bull market, we got a bear market, we got the buyers, we got the sellers, and it's just ebbing and flowing and ebbing and flowing. The ones that's successful, the ones that rally up and get that hype going, the pumpamentals, man, that's the community, that's that vision, man, that's the dream, boys. That's what we live for, man. And that's the magic that's going on in Boss right now, as I've mentioned. Again, the current chart, two ways you can look at it. If you unfortunately bought the top, I mentioned this in my first video, when I bought the top, ain't the top, boys, not even close. So you just look at it like, all right, well, it's just an opportunity to buy back in. I mean, let's look. Let's address the chart, boys. Let's address it, because let's not be afraid. All right, never afraid, boys. Never afraid. Yeah. No, Boss doesn't do that. You just take a bit of a step back on this. I think effectively, well, what did your boy, what's that boy Zero say about sideways trading, man? I don't think his opinion's ever changed on that. Bullish, boys. It's showing value, man. People want it. People want to get a good deal. So they do all they can to try and send it. But, like what you can sort of see here, I really need to get used to these tools, but there's obviously a reasonable amount of support here, from obviously judging that bottom wick. Buyers did not want that to go any lower, so they kept it going up. So it does recover fairly quickly, but eventually a bull or a bear will sort of win that little battle. But again, it's like just sideways trading, very similar. If we kind of look back, like we've seen this almost, before, kind of thing. Not like exactly, but to this degree, you see a lot of this like initial ramp up with a snap down and then a quick bounce. That's been happening, dude, every step of the way, man. I've been watching this. Anyone who's been sitting here watching this can attest to that. I mean, you balance the chart watching, guys. Don't do this. All right. Don't do this. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do this. What's going on? When moon? When moon? When Lambo? Oh my god. Don't do it, man. No, you'll be pulling your hair out. Just think about it day one. All the day one holders know, just like I knew when you get a gem like this, man, it's just like you it it's a juxtaposition, right? Because it hasn't happened yet. But you know that it's possible. And not only but thousands of others people know. And over time, those thousands will increase to tens of thousands, potentially hundreds of thousands. This market of crypto is increasing, boys. It's increasing. And where's the most upside? You find a gem, man. You're welcome. Do your research, do some more. Don't just take my word for it. I'm just a guy on YouTube. You educate yourself on these decisions, but perhaps I may have streamlined the search for you, so you can thank me later. Anyway, let's look at this, right? So, boss track. So again, you got the pumpermentals, you got the hype, you got people excited, man. People want to know what's up the sleeve, man. What's going on? Again, the way the guys at Boss have been approaching this, they've got a strategy in place. There are reasons why they've left certain sort of details for a little bit later. They're warming up to this one step at a time. So this is something I'd recommend reading. It's not a lot of reading. I'm not a big reader myself, but I want to know what's going on with Boss, guys. And one thing that stood out to me, so we'll just sort of skip through this particular point that stood out to me, right? So, because it was a not so obvious benefit to the token, right? Because there's going to be a use case. People buy the boss, hold the boss, and then you get the features, right? Pretty straightforward, makes sense. You can also get the free version. That's fine. You can still use it. No worries at all. But what you can see here, looking at running banner ads, guys, it's monetizing it, right? So where the funds going, man? The funds from those ads going to be used to be put back into the project, marketing costs, legal costs, centralized exchange listing fees, for example. When finance. But I mean, you know what I mean? Like, so whether or not you hold Boss to have these sort of features, how do I say this, but and it makes sense. I hope this is not sounding like absolute gibberish, but so you hold the boss, right? And you've obviously got the DAP extras, but just by holding boss anyway, you're going good, guys, because whoever's using the free wallet, we're monetizing it, dude. We're taking a slice, man, and we're putting that money to use, boys. Oh, these are so clever. So anyone that didn't actually realize that, that's a little it's like a back end use case, dude. So look, I'll wrap it up there. I don't want to flap my gums for too long, guys. I appreciate you for stopping by. Do a bit more research, I guess, into the opportunities that are in this space, man. Short answer was no, it's not too early for crypto. Long answer, we're getting to the point. It hasn't changed. No, dude, it's not. It's not too late. But the longer you wait, obviously, the more opportunities are not going to be as fruitful, because as these things go, awareness in this market, in particular coins over time, I mean, particularly low cap gems, it's incredible, like the volatility in this stuff. And so the time frames, like relatively, like the windows it can happen. And this is what take some cojones, man, to just to stick it out in this place, because this can really, it can rock you, man, if you're not prepared. You don't have a plan in place for yourself. So put on your big boy pants on, man. We do this. Have a plan. Work out what you're gonna do. But as far as the volatility goes, anyone who's been especially low cap coins. It's what it is. It's a part of the process, and um, by doing your own research, having that understanding in yourself that whatever I put down on this particular market, whether it's Boss, whether it's any other sort of token that you believe in, because you know that belief as intangible as it can be, you by arming yourself with the appropriate information, doing your research, you're going to effectively reduce the impact that these events happen, like the sell-offs. When someone sells like $100,000 token, like you can sit there and try and mentally prepare yourself for that situation, but when it happens in the moment, you're a human. You feel the instant, like, whoa, that was a shock to the system. Like, damn, what's next? Like that. Oh, question mark. So I guess returning back to why it's important to do your own research, man. Like, look into these things. Look at the market as a whole. I mean, look, what were we talking about before, guys? Like, I mean, let's just clear some of this stuff out about Boss, but just returning. Hey, the underlying emotion for all this. But where are we? The fractals. You know, like, damn, man. Can you imagine not just going to 100k like a double, like a double your money situation, but clicking over a bit further? It's damn. Who knows, man? So this market as a whole is going to have a lot of attention, and I think the people that are going to do tremendously well are the ones that arm themselves with the appropriate information. Don't discriminate. Don't judge a book by its cover. Whether it's a meme coin, utility coin, whatever it is, if you can identify trends, if you can identify value, particularly a value at that particular moment where you are certain that that is undervalued, how much easier is it going to be to place that investment down on that and then walk away from it and not have to stress out? So when you have the volatility, you're not phased by it, man, because because of all the research you've done, that in time it's gonna show you some magical things. And that's why you get sticky holders in a project like this, man, because we've got a use case now. If I'm not mistaken, it's one of a few that are in the works. So, um, again, thanks again for stopping by, boys. I'm going to wrap it up there. You enjoy your weekend. It's going to be a big October, boys. I hope you all do well. I wish you all the best. Appreciate you. Peace.